NASCAR is coming back this weekend at Darlington. Can't wait. Where's Dad at?
I don't know. I haven't seen him all day.
I've been looking for him. He loves Darlington so much. It's his favorite track. But can't find him anywhere. I don't know. I think it might be him texting me. He's at Darlington.
Again?
Yeah.
I thought we talked about this.
Yeah, you're going to like that one. Yeah, it's great to be back here at the racetrack. Darlington Raceway. It's good to see the haulers are back. The crew members are back. They're pushing the cars up on the pit road. Man, it's awesome to be back here. And I forgot the no fans, so I got to get out of here. Y'all enjoy the race.
Welcome everyone to Side Draft, and today we're finally talking about some real racing, some real life action at Darlington of all places, and it was definitely tricky for some of those drivers out there.
Yeah, I believe it was a great race. I mean, I don't know if we should go all the races with no practice and no qualifying. I mean, it was a really awesome race, and wasn't really one person dominant, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had like 2 or 3 cars that was really dominant. But before we talk about those cars, let's rewind all the way back before the green flag. So Brack Keselowski got the pole, but not because he had a fast car, but because he had a very lucky luck of the draw. And so he started first. And so far at the beginning of the run, he was just blasting off.
It's pretty interesting because the ones that start in the front row was one of the strongest cars. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so maybe the luck of the draw was, a little bit fair there.
Yeah.
So we would have a caution, and
on the first lap.
On the very first lap, I was thinking all week, when is that first caution going to come? And it happens lap 1.
Yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I don't know if Chris Busch or somebody got into him, but he's kind of just spun down there and hit the inside wall.
I don't know if he just got loose and just spun it around or made contact with another driver, but definitely not what you want to do first time back. You've had a couple months to, get ready, prepare for everything, and then first lap ever in 2 months, you go out there and wreck. So unfortunate for Stenhouse. Hopefully Wednesday he can rebound.
Yeah, he might be saying, I should have just stayed home. So.
Possibly so. I mean, it's not really that long of a drive for him, but took a drive to Darlington and then just wrecked lap 1 and then straight back home. So, but then would have the competition caution at lap 30. At this point, Brad led every lap of the race.
Oh, I forgot one thing. So Kyle Busch drew number 4. He started 4th position, but he failed inspection, so he started in the rear.
Yeah, that is something we forgot. So I think they only had 2 chances at inspection. Kyle Busch was the only one that failed twice, and it was a tough day for Kyle Busch. I don't think he really, truly got up to the front.
Yeah, I think the ones doing the inspecting really like M&M, so they had him to keep coming back. So not just kidding. But he had a really fast car early on. He coming through the field, pretty good.
At about lap 46, Alex Bowman would catch Brad Keselowski. Not much of a battle. I think Bowman just had a better car at the time. And Bowman would just take off. He had like a 3-second lead at this point. And I thought, wow, Hendrick is coming back.
Yeah, Hendrick was really strong early on. I mean, I thought they was going to really dominate. I mean, William Byron had a good car. And Jimmy, he was right there, right with Alex Bowman. And Chase, he wasn't too far back here either.
Then Jimmy Johnson, he would even catch up to Alex Bowman around lap 82. And it was like Jimmy Johnson's going to win, I think, his first stage of the season. And I don't think he's really won too many stages either. And so I thought that would be pretty big for Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, pretty big. I thought Alex Bowman, he kind of burned his tires off at the beginning, and Jimmy just caught him and took over the lead. I mean, yes, come on, Jimmy.
And then final lap of the stage. It looks like Jimmy Johnson's got it locked down. Looks like he's going to at least get a stage win. And then he catches Chris Buescher. He's got, I believe, William Byron and Denny Hamlin right behind him.
Yeah, that was coming on pretty strong.
So Jimmy was in a hurry. He wanted to get that stage win and made some contact with Chris Buescher. And around he goes. And unfortunately, at Darlington, you're most likely going to hit something if you spin. There's no grass to catch you. It's just straight into a wall. And that's what happened there.
Yeah, it kind of pretty much ended his day. Tore his car up. I mean, you come into the end of the stage, and I mean, he was probably very happy, wanted to get around his lap car, and they made contact, and boom.
Boom, Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
And so William Byron would win the stage. He was second, and then automatically got the lead after Jimmy went for a little ride.
Yep.
So stage 2, Kevin Harvick will win the race off pit road. He had probably a lucky pit stall because that's
number 1 pit stall. It really saved the day for him.
Yeah, because I think he had like one bad pit stop all day, and the rest of the time the team was really good. And as long as he keeps winning, he's going to get that number 1 pit stall. Maybe besides the Coke 600 where they actually do qualifying. And then Ryan Newman and Chase Elliott, they would have a speeding penalty on pit road. And Ryan Newman, he's back.
Yeah, and welcome back. He's going too fast.
Welcome back. He got a speeding ticket.
Yeah. They really hadn't practiced anything, so they really couldn't test out their pit road speed. So at the beginning of the race, the pace car come down just so they can kind of adjust and see where they need to get their pit road speed. But I don't know if something went wrong during there, but I believe he was speeding in a couple of different zones. Yeah, so and to the back they went. So, but I believe they made their way pretty close to the front. I know later on Chase, he got towards the front. Newman, he was a little tougher getting to the field.
A little bit, but Newman still did pretty good to be his first race back.
Did great.
And around 20 laps in to stage 2, one of our big contenders was thinking, William Byron, he's going to go through the field, win his first race right after dominating the iRacing Pro Invitational Series. And he had a loose wheel, and he would spin it around, get into the wall.
Yeah.
And unfortunate, could have been his first win today.
Yeah, pretty much took the chances out of him winning because it really took out, really damaged the car really bad, and he really wasn't a contender after that.
And then Harvick would lead off pit road again by virtue of the number 1 pit stall. And then it'd be Harvick versus Bowman on the restart. And then we'd see Kurt Busch get into second. He's pretty good at Darlington.
Yeah, Kurt, I mean, he was really coming on strong. Had a really great car. He got the new teammate this week with Matt Kenseth. And I believe that sparked a little fire in him. He was running good up there.
It's kind of like the old days.
The old Kurt Busch.
He's back.
He's back.
And then would have a caution with Daniel Suarez. I believe another tire issue.
Yeah, it says loose wheel. Like he just spun off the turn right there, and I'm not sure if he really messed his car up, but he brought out the caution there.
So Harvick would get the lead again. And then Denny Hamlin would have some debris on his car on the next restart.
Yeah, he wanted a new sponsor. He wanted Blue Emu to be on the car. So, yeah, they had a big sign up on the wall, one of the sticky signs, and I believe everybody's going to get to the wall here at Darlington anyway. And I believe they just kind of stripped the decal off, and then he collected it.
I think I agree with Jeff and Mike Joy. That's definitely not a good idea at Darlington, because that's, it'd be like doing that at Homestead. Everyone's going to be up there anyway. Someone's going to at least hit the wall 20 times.
Yeah, not in the turns at least. So.
Yeah, I mean straightaways is fine. Probably wouldn't have that issue maybe once in a while, but
I mean, yeah, because Denny had the debris on the front of his grill, and I think he's trying to get Clint Boyer to pass him, and which he did. I mean, I thought they were about to wreck each other. And then it flies off, and it goes on Tyler Reddick's car. So I'm like, wow, we just want to share sponsors here today. So wow.
It's like hot potato, but with Blue Emu.
So Blue Emu is starting to sponsor different cars at different points in the race.
And then next week they'll be sponsoring us. No, just kidding. Once we get the sticker in the mail, the debris.
Yeah, I think Blue Emu is like so you don't stink or something. So I don't know.
I'm not sure exactly.
I'm not
what
sure
it is.
how that goes, but we'll find out.
Okay, so that would bring out the caution because, you know,
the signs everywhere.
there was a lot of signs pointing to caution. It was actually, instead of a yellow flag, it was like a blue, a blue emu flag. Okay, we need to move on.
Okay.
But then we'd have another caution with 13 to go on the stage, and that would be Christopher Bell. And he went for a little ride there.
Yes, he went sliding around. And
I don't think he hit anything.
he barely tapped the wall. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
see how he didn't tear his car up. It's just like he just went, doop, boop. It did a little boop. That's it. Okay.
We've lost the show. But anyway, it would be Brad versus Martin Truex Jr. I know we didn't mention that earlier, but Truex had a rough
Truex
day.
struggled right from the get-go. I was like, wow, it's pretty crazy. But just like him and his team, they always find a way to make his car better.
And then he had like some weird tape on the front end. I don't know if he hit someone or something or a cat. I don't know. He hit something. But he had some tape, and I guess maybe whatever he hit made him faster because he would eventually catch up to the front of the field.
Yeah, it's probably how the best adjustments you can make. Just damage the front end and
Hit a cat.
make it better aerodynamic.
But he would not be able to outduel Brad Keselowski in stage 2. Brad would win the stage, and
Yeah, Brad's pretty tough when he started on the front row, and you know he liked it clean air. You get Brad in clean air, he just pretty much takes off.
yeah, but on pit road it would be Alex Bowman getting the lead, and I think if Brad could have kept the track position there, I think he could have been a real threat to win the race.
Yeah, because once Brad got into traffic, he got real tight or something, and he just lose a lot of spots. So he was really fighting for that clean air.
It's like tires mean a lot, but I think track position means a lot more.
Yes.
Because it's definitely hard to pass, but I don't think it was a bad thing today. Normally, not being able to pass with this new package, it's normally a bad thing, but today I think it was pretty good. And I know my driver won, but regardless of who won, I really enjoyed the race.
Yeah, there's excitement to the whole race, really. I mean, it is a lot of fun to watch. I mean, it's the most excitement we've had watching the race in a long time. I mean, I know it's been gone for 2 months, but I'm talking about the beginning of the year. It's been real exciting to watch this race.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Phoenix is the best race of the season so far, but I really enjoyed this race from start to finish. I mean, it had its moments where it was like kind of dull, but it was pretty good. And then it'd be Alex Bowman versus Brack Keselowski, and I think here's where Harvick helped Alex Bowman get to the lead, or he helped Brack Keselowski get to the lead.
Yeah, because you get that Ford power, and he just kind of pushed Brad up there into turn 1, and I mean, he just pushed him up to the lead.
And then I would have Chris Buescher, he would cause the next caution. So he caused the caution basically in stage 1, did the same thing in stage 3. So start and ended with Chris Buescher, which I know stage 1 wasn't really his fault.
I believe that's where Christopher Bell got into him, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Christopher Bell, I don't know what happened there. I think he just kind of tried to draft with him a little bit and just didn't lock up, and then around Chris Buescher goes.
Yep. I mean, it's one of the things.
Then Kevin Harvick would win the race off pit road. I think that moment right there is what won Harvick the race. That track position on pit road, and I think he came in 4th, came out 1st.
Yeah.
So that's one of the wonders of the Darlington first pit box.
Yeah, at that time, Joey Logano was going on pit road, and luckily his team told him caution's out. He didn't pit. If he did, he would have went lap down, but he still lost a lot of positions off of that.
And Logano had one of those up and down days as well. He was pretty decent, but not maybe the best car on the track. Maybe if he just got the clean air, maybe he would have been good.
Yep. I mean, I ain't sure what kind of issue he had at that time, but some reason he cut me out of his loose wheel or what it was.
I believe it was loose wheel. And Truex said he had a loose wheel, but apparently
it got better.
It fixed itself.
I can't explain that. I mean,
the tire said, "Just kidding." I don't.
Yeah, like they said, it got some debris on the tire and made him feel like it's a loose wheel, but it wasn't.
And remember, they haven't felt what a loose wheel feels like in 2 months, so maybe it could have been a false alarm.
I mean, it could have been the low air pressures or something. 'Cause it took Truex's car a while to come in. Once he went several laps, his car really come to life.
And even though he didn't finish in the top 5, but I think this is his best finish of the season. So
Probably so.
Truex has got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, he struggled early on in the year, and really couldn't get the finishes he really liked to have. But they're slowly catching on here.
And then Ryan Newman, he would spun twice. I think the first time was by accident, and maybe the second time was.
Yeah, the first time he he got loose and saved it. He didn't really spin a whole lot. Just kind of slowed down and went on. I don't know what happened when he got down there. He figured what the caution something. I think he just spun himself.
I mean, I don't know. It might have been the tire going down. And,
it's hard to say with these tires.
So don't want to say any judgment there, but something similar happened to Bubba Wallace last season.
Yeah.
And that costing him some points.
Yeah, the Oscar Mayer guy has some ketchup or mustard on the tire, and he's just spun around.
Yeah, he just wanted to relish the wreck, so he wanted to do it again. That was bad. All right, let's move on. So it'd be Harvick versus Bowman on I believe this is the final restart, and this was a great battle between those two.
Yeah, Bowman wasn't giving up. He was really trying to be strong, trying to get past Harvick, but Harvick prevailed. He had the top line, preferred line, and he wasn't giving up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised he did not hit the wall there, just charged through the corner. And maybe this package just suits Darlington in the day.
Maybe so. I was surprised that they both didn't wreck. I mean, I was, as tight as they was racing up there in the top lane, I was like, man, I hope this don't wreck at all.
That's some professional driving out there. Yeah. And Alex Bowman, he's been improving from week to week. I guess you could say month to month now.
Yeah, he just signed on a 1-year deal extension with Hendricks, so I guess he's just trying to prove they made a good decision.
The pressure's off now. I mean, you don't have to worry about driving for his job. He just goes out there and drive and win. And so I think he's really matured over the past couple of seasons, and he's out there maybe to contend for a championship. We just have to see how the rest of the season goes.
Yeah, definitely so.
Then Kyle Busch would have a loose wheel with about 27 to go.
Yep, and he come into the pits and had a bad finish.
Yeah, I think it was like 13th, which he was worser, back in the field earlier in the race. So 13th isn't too bad for the day he had, but could have been a top 10.
Yeah, he raced his way in the top 10 and at one point, and I believe he got in the wall and kind of went towards the back. So.
And then be Kevin Harvick just cruising on to a win, had like a 3 to 4 second lead somewhere in there, and he got to celebrate in front of, I don't want to say nobody because there's still some people there, but definitely
I believe it was reporters or
cameramen, and so definitely a different experience to see a driver do burnouts for nobody, or you did burnouts for all of us at home.
I mean, anytime you win, you got to do a burnout, no matter if there's nobody out there or thousands of fans.
But overall, it was a great return. We had like unexpected moments, like Jimmy Johnson. Could this be his day? Oh no, there he goes into the wall, and just we had like Bowman, Brad, and Harvick. They were like, the very strong guys, and then Truex, you can kind of throw him in there as well, and Kurt Busch. So we had a good variety of leaders, and for Darlington at least, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and Chase Elliott, he made his way back all the way up there he's at third position at one point, but I can't believe he finished the top 5 maybe.
I believe so, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So it was a strong showing for Hendrick, at least for most of the race. And for others some, and then Harvick, he's been strong all year, top 10, top 5 in almost every race, or top 10 in every race so far, and Alex Bowman, maybe he is the leader of Hendrick right now.
Yeah, we're coming back here on Wednesday for another race, nighttime. How's it going to change the cars, the handling of the cars? It's going to be different from what they had here.
Yeah, so can't wait to see Wednesday, because I think Ryan Preece and Ty Dillon is on the front row. They whoever was in 20th is now in first.
So if you can't win today, go back to 20th, so you'll be starting the front row.
And whoever is first is starting 20th, I think. So yeah,
That's going to be kind of interesting.
It's going to be an insane start to Wednesday. It's going to be a night race, so we'll see, what drivers have the better cars for the night race.
Can Jimmy get redemption from his crashing first stage? Or?
Can you get some Darlington redemption?
Yes.
That's going to be interesting to see. And for us, we have something pretty exciting coming up. We recorded something for the 100,000 cameras that I think is going to air on Fox on Sunday before the Charlotte race.
Yes. So they asked us to record some stuff, and we sent it to them, so we ain't sure what they're going to use yet. Been real excited what they're going to do. I know there's going to be a lot of fans reacting to some races and stuff, and looking forward to that.
Pretty cool opportunity for Side Draft, and really can't wait to share it with all of you on Sunday. And I want to know in the comments below, if you are a new fan to NASCAR from this race, let us know, what did you think of it? Are you going to be a NASCAR fan after watching this race? And if so, what driver are you going to pull for? I'm really interested in seeing if there's anybody new to NASCAR. So if you are, welcome.
Yeah, because there's a lot of eyes on NASCAR for coming back, and it's the only sport that's really running. The big major sports running right now. So if you're new to NASCAR and enjoy what you've seen, welcome. We enjoyed having you.
We definitely did. So can't wait to just share some more videos, and subscribe if you enjoyed this race review. This video here is a trivia challenge we did during the quarantine. One of the funnest videos we've ever done. This video here is a video that YouTube suggests that you would like, and also don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more from us. We'll see you next time on Side Draft.